Rahanishidin Krishna Murari Shri Krishna Murari Mama Mana Mandire Rahanishi Krishna Murari Shri Krishna Murari Bhakti Priti Mala Chandan Bhakti Priti Mala Chandan Tumi niyo hai niyo Chitanandan Tumi niyo hai niyo Chitanandan Mama Mana Mandire Rahanishidin Krishna Murari Shri Krishna Murari Jivana Marana Tava Puja Nivedan Sundar hai Manahari Sundar hai Manahari Esho Nanda Kumar Nanda Kumar Have prema pradípe आरती तोमार यशो नंद कुमार नंद कुमार हवे प्रेम प्रदीपे आरती तोमार मम मन मंदिरे रहनिषीदीन कृष्ण मुरारी श्री कृष्ण मुरारी नयन जमुना झरे आनी बार तुम्हारा विरह गिरधारी तुम्हारा विरह गिरधारी बंदन गण तव बाजुक जीवन कृष्ण मुरारी श्री कृष्ण मुरारी मम मन मंदिरे रहनिषीदीन कृष्ण मुरारी श्री कृष्ण मुरारी Translation. Please abide in the temple of my heart both day and night, O Krishna Murari, O Shri Krishna Murari. Devotion, love, flower garlands, and sandalwood, please accept them, O delighter of the heart. In life or in death, I worship you with these offerings, beautiful one, O enchanter of the heart. Come, son of Nanda, and then, O son of Nanda, I will offer you Aarti ceremony with the lamplight of my love. The waters of the Yamuna river cascade instantly from my eyes in your separation, O holder of Govardhan hill. May I pass my life absorbed only in the songs of your praise, O Krishna Murari, Shri Krishna Murari.
Thank you very much, Mataji. It was a very, very nice bhajan written by Jil Bhakti Vinod Thakur. So now we will go ahead and start with our next, which is Bhagavatam class. So today we are going to hear the Bhagavatam class from none other Nava Kishore Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. So over to you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. Prabhuji, may I know who would be doing the shloka recitation today?
Yeah, so Yeah, we can do Prabhu, yes. So 1 minute. 1 8:31, right? I'm not very good Prabhu. So are you going to recite the slokas or should somebody else I should ask?
Shloka I can recite, then reading you can do Prabhuji.
Yeah, I can read, yes. Translation I can read.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. गोपी अदादे त्वयि कृतघासिदाम तावत् यावेतशा अश्रुखलिल अञ्जन सम्भ्रमाक्षम् वक्त्रं निमीय भयभावनया स्थितस्य सा मां विमोहयति भीरपि यद् बिभेति.
Gopi, the cowherd lady, Yashoda, Ade took up Twai on your Stagashi, creating disturbance by breaking the butter pot, Nama, rope, Tavat at the time, Ya, that which they your Dasha, Dasa, or situation, Asru, Ashrukalila, overflooding with tears, Anjana, ointment, Sambrama, perturbed, Aksham, eyes, Vaktram, face, Ninya, downwards, Bhaya, Bhavanaya, by thoughts of fear, Stetasya of the situation, so that me, Vimohayanti, bewildered, be api, even fear personified, yet whom Vibheti is afraid. But my dear Krishna, Yashoda took up a rope to bind you when you committed an offense, and your perturbed eyes flooded with tears, which was the mascara from your eyes. Mascara is, I think, kajal. And you were afraid, though fear personified is afraid of you. This sight is bewildering to me. Purport. Here is another explanation of bewilderment created by pastimes of Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord is supreme in all circumstances, as already explained. Here is a specific example of Lord's being the Supreme, at the same time playing in the presence of his pure devotee. The Lord's pure devotee renders service unto the Lord out of unalloyed love only. And while discharging such devotional services, the pure devotee forgets the position of Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord also accepts the loving services of his devotees more relatively when the service is rendered spontaneously out of pure affection, without anything of reverential admiration. Generally, the Lord is worshipped by devotees in the reverential attitude, but the Lord is meticulously pleased when the devotee, out of pure affection and love, considers the last to be the less important than himself. The Lord's pastime in original abode of Golok Vrindavan are exchanged in that spirit. The friends of Krishna consider him one of them. They do not consider him to be reverential importance. The parents of Lord, who are pure devotees, obviously, consider him a child only. The Lord accepts the chastisement of parents more palatably than the Vedic hymns. When Lord Krishna was present in material world to manifest his eternal pastime of transcendental realm of Golok Vrindavan as an attraction for people in the general, he displayed unique pictures of subordination before his foster mother Yasoda. The Lord is his naturally childish playful activities used to spoil the stocked butter of Mother Yashoda by breaking the pots and distributing the contents to his friends, playmates, including the celebrated monkeys of Vrindavan, who took advantage of Lord's munificence. Mother Yashoda saw this, and out of her pure love, she wanted to make a show of punishment for her transcendental child. She took a rope, threatened the Lord that she would tie him up, as is generally done in ordinary household. Seeing the rope in the hand of mother, the Lord bowed down his head and began to weep just like a child. And tears rolled down his cheeks, washing off the black ointment smeared about his beautiful eyes. This picture of Lord is adored by Kunti Devi because she is conscious of Lord's supreme position. He is feared often by fear personified, yet he is afraid of his mother, who wanted to punish him just in an ordinary manner. Kunti was conscious of exalted position of Krishna, whereas Yashoda was not. Therefore, Yashoda's position was more exalted than Kunti's. Mother Yashoda got the Lord as child, and Lord made her forget altogether that her child was the Lord himself. If Mother Yashoda had been conscious of exalted position of the Lord, she would certainly have hesitated to punish the Lord. But she was made to forget this situation because of the Lord wanted to make complete gesture of childness before the affectionate Yashoda. This exchange of love between the mother and son was performed in natural way, and Kuntini, remembering the scene, was bewildered, and do she could do nothing but praise the transcendental maternal love. Indirectly, Mother Yashoda is praised for her unique position of love, for she could control even the all-powerful Lord as her beloved child. Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Indradyumna Swamin Iti Namine. Namaha Prabhupada Priya Dasaya Jagannath Yatra Anand Murtaye Bhakta Sukhaya Krishna Utkirtanena Narasimhena Rakshithaya Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Devi Gaurvani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Tarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vyachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Kripatam Aham Bande Shri Guru Tina Tarana Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Paramananda Madhav. Hare Krishna. First of all, I would like to beg forgiveness because I didn't give much time for preparation. And my habit is that I listen to the videos in 2x speed, and my verbal delivery is also at 2x speed. So I hope that don't anyway, I hope no one minds for that. And if there is any doubt or confusion, please share it with me so I can make improvements. So in this verse, Kunti Maharani is appreciating and wondering on the qualities of Krishna, which happens to be contradictory in nature. The meaning of transcendence is that coexistence of contrary qualities together in harmony. Means two opposite qualities are there, means two opposite qualities are coexisting with each other in harmony. This is called transcendence. For example, in material life we have need of something, So we don't have greed of that. For example, we need something furniture, but we don't have greed for that furniture. But in devotional life, you are not greedy unless you know the need of that. For example, if we know the need of Krishna Prem, then we will be greedy for that. So this is why that need and greed coexist simultaneously in harmony in spiritual nature. That's why it is transcendental. Transcendental means coexistence of opposite qualities together in harmony. So here, Kunti Maharani is meditating on the pastimes of Vrindavan, Krishna's pastimes in Vrindavan. Now, in Vrindavan, everybody loves Krishna. In what way they love Krishna? For example, today, if someone's child is very ugly, he is very unintelligent, still parents would love their child more and hardly would care for the other child. But in Vrindavan, every child is the very child any parent could ask or would ask for. Means whatever qualities of a child they want in a person, or they would ask for God that give me this child, they already have that child. Still, they are loving the son of Nand Baba and Yashoda Maiya. Their children are not traumatic that their parents are giving attention to another person's child and they are comparing him. No, they are not comparing. Their children are also happy that they can get association of Krishna. They are very eager that when their parents will take them to the Nand Bhavan and they will take them there and they can go inside and play with Krishna. So what would a typical day in Nand Bhavan would look like? Everyone is Krishna conscious there. Just like we go to see Krishna Mangal Arti, Darshan Arti, and hear about Krishna in Srimad Bhagavatam class or different counselors' classes. So we are doing this out of Vaidehi Bhakti. We are doing this as a regular activity to reach to the stage of Krishna Prem. But there, everybody is following their own heart, which is full of Krishna Prem. And if one observes that what they are doing, one will find that they are regularly engaging themselves in seeing Krishna and hearing about Krishna. So we are doing the activity which is Siddhas and Nitya Siddhas are doing in the spiritual world for out of love for Krishna. So this is the mercy of our Guru Parampara which they have in what they have engaged us. So what? Sorry. So anything small happens, small or big, they everybody goes to Nanda Maharaj for discussing because he is the leader of the Vraj Mandal. He is the Vrajpati, and in hope of but they also have a hidden motive that they can see Lalla or hear about Krishna. So this is the hidden motive. They are approaching the devotees of the Lord. We approach Lord for hidden motives, then they are approaching devotees of the Lord with the hidden motive that they can get association of Lord. Now, being the leader of Vraj Mandal, Vrajpati Nanda Maharaj, and he is a father of Krishna, also eternal associate of Krishna. So he has all the divine qualities. Means if someone's counsel is asking him small things again and again, he is not bewildered. He is more than happy to associate with him and guide them. And even more, he is happy that they have appreciation for for his son to offer. they're coming his house and appreciating how much they like Krishna's activity, and they are discussing about Krishna. So now Krishna may be eternally youthful, he may be now Kishore, but in this pastime he is not yet Kishore. But there are definitely other Brajvasis who are in Kishore Avastha. So they may interact Nanda Maharaj, but they may not get to hear Krishna, see about Krishna or hear about him more often. So what they might desire? They might ask their parents that let me get married. So what will happen? They will go to Nanda Maharaj's house and get some guidance from Nanda Maharaj. And they will ask him specifically, how you take care of so many people who look up to you. And now that you have Krishna, means compelling him to talk about his son. And then their wives will go inside to assist Yashoda Maiya, and then they will see that what Krishna is doing inside the house. And when they will return home, the both husband and wife will discuss what the Krishna's activities, what Krishna was doing inside the house, and what Nanda Maharaj told outside, sitting outside the house. So every time, every moment of the time, they are wanting to hear about Krishna or sing about his glories, listen for about him. Excuse me. So when the how this is happening, that the Kishore, everybody wants to engage in Krishna's hearing, seeing him by whatever they want to do, and further they might extend their desire that they can produce some nice son so he can get training of cow herding from Krishna, because by the time Krishna will have grown up. So inside Yashoda Maiya's house, Yashoda Maiya might be engaged in preparing for guests, and so many are coming visiting daily with hidden motive of seeing and hearing about their child. So it is like a festival every day. So in Nandban, every day is going on as a festival. While doing these things, she can teach everyone, whoever might have come. Yashoda Maiya is not having dasis in her home, but she is having regular visitors. So the female companion of the guest, they are coming inside the house for assisting him. So every day, it is like a house is filled with so many people who are. Sorry, thank you. The house is filled with so many devotees who are assisting in the household activities, and outside the men are discussing about Krishna's activity, and inside the ladies are seeing what Krishna is doing all the time. So while doing all these activities, Yashoda Maiya is keeping them in guidance that see this work you can do like this, so this can be properly done. So in a way, Mother Yashoda is teaching other ladies that how a cultured householder wife should be, while also taking care of her son. So now everybody wants to take hold of her son so that Yashoda Maiya can teach. So everybody is coming to their home, and they are trying to get hold of Krishna, which they are eagerly, which because of which is the very big reason why they have come to the Nanda Bhavan. So she can share culture nicely, but also keeping the lalla in front of him, in front of her. So she is asking that you hold her, you hold him, you hold him. Every lady in so in this way she is just like a cow is giving milk when she sees her calf. So Yashoda Maiya is also happily teaching everyone doing household activities when she is seeing Krishna in front of him with assistance of all the female ladies who have come to their home, to her house. So every lady is trying to keep Krishna in her care for longer time, and they are also transcendentally cheating each other that okay, you have done for a lot, you are holding him for so long, now you take care of other activity, I am holding one. So they are transcendentally cheat each other. So they are Krishna is getting passed from one gopi to other gopi. In material world, we play passing the parcel, but here they are playing passing the personality of God. They are trying to feed him sometimes, or whatever they are doing, they're trying to keep Krishna in as close to them as possible for a longer time. Now with Yoga Maya, one side Krishna will be accepting this blissfully, that whatever royal treatment he is receiving from the elderlies, but other side he will show to his friends that he wants to get down and he wants to go and play with them, to which they will laugh. So in this way, Krishna, his friends are seeing him as a normal child, not as a god. So everybody is engaged in seeing Krishna or hearing about him or speaking about him or desiring something which will help to do these things better. So why would anyone be angry with Krishna? Here, they don't have the reason to be angry with Krishna. In so much, like previously I shared that so many shortcomings there might be in one's child, but they will still love their child more. But in spiritual world, all the qualities are there in their child, but still they are loving another person's child, means Nand Maharaj's child. So why would anybody be angry with the son of Nand Maharaj? It will happen because they can get angry because they have forgotten that he is the supreme personality of Godhead. Out of love, they have forgotten that this personality playing around on their lap or courtyard or forest or whatever. So they see Krishna as their beloved child. They pray to Supreme Lord that Lord Narayan, please give him protection. Out of love, parents, friend, relative, and other relatives think of their children's future. So when Brajvasis are discussing with their spouse that Krishna could be a good match for their daughter who is also below 5 years of age, they are thinking that yes, our daughter can get married to Krishna. So same Krishna, when the daughter is overhearing all this, that oh, Krishna is going to be her husband, so she is having desire to have him as her husband, and she is going for Katyayani Vrata later when in the days in the when the December time comes. So now coming back, why will anybody be angry with Krishna? Gopis make butter for Krishna. or they make it into to turn it into ghee or khoya for other delicacies which they can offer to their guests like Nand Maharaj, so who will come to their home for with Krishna, and they can play with Krishna for a longer time. So they are doing this in order to hear about Krishna more, hear about take association of Nand Maharaj more and other devotees, so they can spend more time with Krishna. Now if Krishna is stealing, why is he stealing? Because he doesn't want good preparations. He can get them very nicely sitting in Vaikuntha or wherever he is. He can get nice preparations very easily, but he wants love. The gopis are preparing butter out of love, for which from which they can make some nice preparations later. But he is not eager for nice preparations. He is eager for the love, for with which they have started to make the butter. So now he is stealing, and he went and he steals that. So the gopis, they don't know that who stole it. They are in anxiety that what will they do, what will they make for her guest, and what will they feed when Krishna comes here. So they are in very much anxiety. So when they come to know that Krishna stole him, so Krishna stole that due to absorption, that they have made this preparation that they can't make better preparations for Krishna. Due to this absorption, they complain about him. They become angry with Krishna that they have put a hindrance in making something even better for him. So in this way, they are getting angry from him. But later, when they are thinking that, oh, it was for him only, he ate it so happily. So let us console him. We complained for him. We complained about him, and now he is angry. So let's console him. So they are going and sneaking and trying to console Krishna. When Kanha is playing, they are sneaking behind him and closing his eyes with their finger and asking him, how to, guess what I have brought for you. So this is beautifully is shared in the in a song by Bilwa Mangal Thakur. There are two verses which I have taken from there. I can share it now. रामानुजं वीक्ष्य न केलिलोलं गोपी गृहीत्वा नवनीतगोलम् आबालकं बालकम् अजूहाव गोविन्द दामोदर माधविति. Ramanujam, the younger brother of Balram, Vikshina Keli Lolam, playing mischievously, was dodging around from the gopi's eyes. Gopi Grihitva Navneet Golam, taking a ball of fresh butter to lure him. A gopi called him Govind Madhav Damodar. Means he is trying to allure him by showing that, oh, you wanted this, you stole this, you come here and take it from me. Another verse goes as follows. निज आंगने कंकण केलिलोलम गोपी गृहीत्वा नवनीत गोलम अमादरयात् पाणितलेन नेत्रे गोविंद दामोदर माधव इति. Nij Angane, in his own courtyard, Krishna was carelessly playing Kankan Keli Lolam, carelessly playing with a bracelet. So Gopi Grihitva Navneet Golam. Gopi took a ball of butter to him and Pani Talena Netre. By shutting his eyes with her palms, she distracted him and said, Govind Damodar Madhav, guess what I have for you. So she is trying to console Krishna after making him angry by her complaint. So now everybody is praying for Krishna, thinking that he is their child. So what they are praying? They are praying to Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Narayan, for his protection. They follow the principles of Devi Varnashram Dharma, which is God-centric social order, means Narayan-centric social order, not Krishna-centric. They are following all the principles of sanskaras. So in this system, means so many elderly people love the child. They are eager that the child gets a nice partner in their future. So in that culture, what was done, that families of the relatives are seen for generations, means 5 to 7 generations are taken into account to confirm that there is no trace of bad tendency. For example, samskaras means purificatory process. If one follows samskaras very nicely. So it assures that proper flow of reproductive fluid is there in the generations, in the lineage. One example of that was that Maharaj Ang was appeared in the lineage of Swayambhuva Manu. So there, his offspring was very much in the line of blood which is going on from Swayambhuva Manu is very much potent and powerful and very much celebrated in Bhagavatam. But Anga's wife, Maharaj Anga's wife, was daughter of death personified. He liked spreading chaos everywhere. What is the quality of death? It doesn't discriminate in anyone. He takes the prey. It takes its prey and goes away. So the daughter of death personified also had quality of her father. She likes to spread chaos everywhere. So one time a Gandharva was doing penance and she whipped him. And then she got cursed that your offspring will be the reason of displeasure for many, many divine saintly people. So father's qualities came in daughter. So out of this marriage, Anga and some Sunitha, the daughter of death personified, King Vena was born. And he was very, very bad person, very bad king, and because of which all the Brahmins, sages cursed him for death. So, but now what should be done? Because of one person, the entire lineage is having the bad reputation. But still, the sages know that the bloodline of Dhruv Maharaj, Chakshushva Manu is flowing. So they can do something to mitigate the solution that the earth doesn't have a king right now. So they did something, and then from arms of King Vena, who is having the bloodline of Dhruv Maharaj and all the Manus and the divine devotees of the Lord, Prithu Maharaj was born. And after Prithu Maharaj, the earth got the name of Prithvi. So in the traditions, generations were checked for the purity that no bad tendency can come in earth in the next generation. So there no one could do nonsense because society would reject their descendants. So their descendants would be rejected, like the sages here cursed Vena to die. So now everybody respects glorious Nanda Maharaj, who is very, very glorious. But if Krishna does something which is not proper social conduct, then it should be reported before it's too late. Because the next generation will suffer because of his tendencies. So from whom he steals are complaining about him for his welfare only. But Mother Yashoda is ignoring because of innocent face and sweet voice and sweet words of her Lalla. So she is ignoring. But when she saw it personally, the for that her child is being such a misbehavior, he is breaking the pots in the houses, and means the other gopis are very much saying true, and I ignored them so much. So she, for protecting her dear Lala from infamy of thievery and misbehavior, because of which no one would offer their daughter to him, though they may still love him, but they will not offer their daughter because of the bad tendencies her Lalla has. So Mother Yashoda wants to rectify this behavior. Now here we see the difference in Vatsalya and Madhurya Ras is coming. In Vatsalya Ras, one wants the Krishna to be a good person, follow social customs, so everyone can respect him for his welfare, for his worldly happiness and reputation. This is parental love. But in Madhurya Ras, one breaks their social customs, welfare, and reputation for Krishna's happiness. So Yashoda Maiya wants to rectify that, and we know how it went later in Damodar Leela. But why is Krishna crying? He can tolerate anything, he can tolerate everything, but why is he crying? He can get everything, but still he cannot get everything. We are discussing how Kunti Maharani is glorifying and appreciating and meditating on the contradictory qualities of Krishna. He can get everything, but he still can't get everything. He can't get mother's love. In purport, we read that Krishna likes reproaches from her fiancé. For example, if one of the Krishna's wife is saying to him, हमारे राजा हमारे आर्य अपनी भार्या से ज्यादा अपने कार्य पे ध्यान दे रहे हैं, तो he may like that, but he can't get that by himself. He cannot get that by himself. Now, for example, after a tiring day, be it playing in the forest or handling the whole kingdom of Dwarka, mother and wife both can massage head and put Krishna to sleep. But with wife, what is the case that she has expectation that her husband will ask her that how was her day was, how what she wants, etc. So there is some expectation. But mother doesn't care. Yashoda Maiya doesn't care. She just wants that her son is eating well and sleeping well. So this mellow, which he was getting from Yashoda Maiya, who is caring for her so closely, that she is dressing him daily, bathing him, feeding him without any expectation in return, is hindered because of this activity of stealing. He is getting so much love which is not having any expectation. Means in Dwarka, what is happening, her wives are sorry, his wives are dressing him, they are decorating him, they having playful pastime, but they still have expectation that their husband will take care of him. Her husband will ask him how her day was, and fulfill the demands which she has. But here Yashoda Maiya is not having any expectation, so this pure love is very addictive to Krishna. Now he is feeling that, oh, now mother is getting angry. From where will I get the love of Mother Yashoda? The only person who could give him the love of Mother Yashoda is now angry and furious at him. So he is getting scared and he is becoming fearful. Why? Because he doesn't want to lose those sweet experiences which he is having from Mother Yashoda. So hence he is reciprocating from being fearful, or he is surrendering to the mother's anger, which is making him fearful. These are two different sentences. He is reciprocating by being fearful, or hence he is surrendering to mother's anger, which is making him fearful. So this is what making Kunti Maharani very relishing meditation. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, actually this statement is not clear. So for that I refer to Chaitanya Charitamrita, where it is said that ऐश्वर्य ज्ञान ते सब जगत मिश्रित ऐश्वर्य शिथिल prema nahi mora prita. Krishna is saying that all the universe is filled with conception of my majesty, but love weakened by that sense of majesty does not satisfy me. Amare ईश्वर माने आपना के हीन तार प्रेम वाश अमी ना होई अधीना. Means if someone regards me as the supreme lord and himself as a subordinate, I do not become subservient of his love, nor can it control me. So this is problem with actually what is my personal take from this. I will be sharing after one more once. So now Krishna is not getting controlled by anybody who respects him. The people who disrespects him, who think of his welfare, Krishna is getting controlled by him only, controlled by them only. So Krishna says there, Mora putra mora sakha mora pranapati ei bhave jai mora kare shuddha bhakti apna ke bada mane amare samahina sei bhave hoye ami tahar adhina. If one cherishes pure loving devotion to me, thinking of me as his son, his friend, or his beloved, regarding himself as great and considering me as his equal or inferior, I become subordinate to him. So only the person who is not thinking Krishna to be God can control him. But what is our problem? This is difference between us and that pure devotees of Krishna. Lord is saying that he is being controlled by his devotees, but we can't understand that. Whenever we describe such pastimes or explain it, ultimately it comes in the end that Krishna himself became submissive, as if he did that by his own desire. But he said here that he is controlled, means he doesn't want to cry, he doesn't want to be fearful, but still he is becoming. Now, how to understand that? I don't know. I don't know how to understand that. So after that event, what happened? There was no more stealing. Otherwise, where will he get love of Mother Yashoda if he still gets angry? And Yashoda Maiya also felt bad scolding him. Such large trees fell, and her lalla could have gotten hurt. So never again. She never became angry again. In Gaur Leela also, we seeing that Sachima is not scolding Nimai on anything. Here it was just a small pot which he means not a big pot he have broken. But in Gaur Leela, that Chaitanya Nimai disrupted entire house and still he is not getting scolded. Why? Because the fear of Mother Yashoda is there in Sachi Mai's heart. So all this meditation is realized by Kunti Maharani. and that we said in this book. Thank you very much. Sorry, I was fast and I was not very much well prepared. Please kindly share your inputs, take comments, whatever you might have.
Thank you, now Kishore Prabhu. Um, yeah, you I think brought the points from Bhagavatam as well as from Chaitanya Charitamrita to draw the parallel between the Krishna and Mahaprabhu. Sorry, there was a echo. So, I would request devotees to share their realization. Yes, Shivani Matu, go ahead.
Thank you very much, Navakishore Prabhuji, for such a wonderful lecture. I don't think so. You were not well prepared. I think you're just lying about it. Yes, you were a little fast. um, about this verse, there's this one thing which I really liked, which you shared that the parent never leaves the child. So that's how I see in our acharyas and in her, in our all the gurus and in our senior devotees that however we make mistakes or anything, if we still have the desire, then they do not neglect us. So I was actually in the whole lecture, in the whole class, I was just thinking about that only, that how grateful I am that I'm under such devotees and under I'm in this con. So I've always seen that the guru, he never neglects the disciple. So thank you very much for letting me think about this verse like that. And I really love the pastimes, how you shared the deep, the root and everything. So thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Shivani Mataji. Anybody else would like to share their realization?
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Navkishore Prabhu, for the wonderful class.
Sorry,
It,
Prabhu, it was
it was
very much unprepared. I had 11 places and I was rushing from them.
okay. It's if this is how much you can do without preparation, then we can imagine what you can do when you're prepared. And I'm in Chennai here. There's so much rain forecast, and it's actually raining quite heavily. But the rain of nectar from your sweet words of all these pastimes is nothing compared to all this rain and storm that's brewing here in the Bay of Bengal. So it's just absolutely nectarian, so relishable. It just shows, how much our movement is has hope for carried on to the next generation. I don't know what I was doing at your age, um, absolutely crazy things, but it's so nice to see younger devotees read Srila Prabhupada's books and the philosophy and get deeper into the pastimes and relish them and speak them so spontaneously and eloquently. So it gives us great joy to see the next generation taking up Krishna consciousness and inspiring us to um, read more and serve more. Thank you so much for sharing this wonderful pastimes.
Prabhuji, please share any scope of improvement that there might be.
You did absolutely well. Thank you.
I will try to improve.
Thank you, Govind Chandra, for sharing the realizations. Any other devotees before we move on to next? If would like to share something, or maybe in the as Prabhuji is asking the Kishore Prabhu that the senior devotees who feel that where he can do better. So that is also welcome.
Hare Krishna, I just wanted to reflect on one of the point Prabhu mentioned. Thank you, Prabhu, for wonderful class. It was very wonderful, like going through all like Chaitanya Chitamrita and Bhagavatam, that all the points that you covered. One of the point that was striking for me today was like I very much I like that one that as you compared the how the mood of like queens in Dwarka and at the same time Mother Ishta is they're having when Krishna is taking rest. Obviously, their mother is morely thinking of without any expectation and all. Uh, Obviously, that is the transcendental level at Madhura level. They have the expectation, they have playful pastimes with Lord. But that one thing, like how Mother Yashoda's love was there, that you emphasize that she was never expecting anything other than how Krishna will be fed and how he is like completely satisfied. So that was a very wonderful thing. We don't know how, I don't know especially when will that day be us or the day be mine when we can develop that mood of without expectation, serving without expectation, but at least we can have that aspiration to develop following on the footsteps of all these Brajvasis, to develop that mood of complete surrender and um, fully focusing on service to Krishna without any expectation and any demand from him. So thank you for reminding that thing. We need always a reminder. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajapati Prabhu, for sharing the narration. Yeah, this is wonderful. Yes, and um, though we are very far, and not even I do not even consider being in that path perfectly, but yeah, with the mercy of devotees and Srila Gurudev, we definitely aspire to walk in the path, and in a way, somewhere we reach there. Um, so thank you very much. Any other devotees before we move to daily chapters? Okay, so I would also request devotees who would like to read the daily chapter, if you
Hare
are able
Krishna,
to share.
Prabhuji.
Okay. Yes, Mataji.
Shall I do the reading today?
Mataji, there is an echo from your side. I think you have joined from two devices, so you mute one device and then you can speak up, or you disconnect audio from one device. Let me know once you do it. Because if you read a diary while there is echo, the devotees will not be able to understand.
Prabhuji, am I audible now?
Yeah, it's better, Mataji. So, can you share the I mean, the screen and read, or do you want me to share the screen?
Yeah, Prabhuji, it will be better if you share the screen.
Okay, Mataji. So I'm sharing a screen from different
Yeah.
device. Let me know once you see it. So we are reading volume 6, that is chapter 20, past, present, and future. I hope it is visible. You can start, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Is the voice clear?
Yes, Mataji, loud and clear.
Okay.
You can start reading. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Volume 6, Chapter 20, The Past, Present, and the Future by Indigenous Swami, November 9 to 15, 2005. Before leaving Vrindavan for the west, I told Sri Prahlada Das that I wanted to take darshan of the famous deity of Sri Nathji in Rajasthan. The deity was discovered on Govardhan Hill, by a great devotee, Madhavendra Puri, more than 500 years ago. Before the advent of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the deity was later moved from Vrindavan to Nadwar, not far from the present towns of Udaipur. That would be wonderful, said Sri Parada. At the same time, we could visit a famous astrologer a few hours away in the desert. He is known as a Brihu because he reads one's future from the Brihu Samhita. Can he really predict the future? I asked. Oh yes, replied Sri Parada. The size of Brihu Samhita is still valid. Srila Prabhupada confirmed this. At the end of Dwapara Yuga, Brihu Muni was concerned that in Kali Yuga, many astrologers would not be qualified. So he wrote down everyone's chart and included past, present, and future lives. Copies of those charts are kept safely in 4 different places in India. When you visit a Brihu, you see written in your chart that you would come on that very day for a reading. That very day, I said. Not only that day, but the hour too, Sri Pralada said. I went to my room and searched through Srila Prabhupada's book and lectures on the Veda base, and to my amazement, found the following quotation. How one can understand past, present, and future through the Shastra. There are still astrological calculations in India called Brihu Samhita. If you consult Brihu Samhita, immediately they will give you your past, present, and future. Immediately they will give. The astrology science is so perfect. What you were in the past life, what you are at the present, and what you are going to be, these 3 things can be known. Srila Prabhupada, Srimad Bhagavatam class, Dallas, July 29, 1975. That evening I met Pralad, Sri Pralad Das again. Sorry, Sri Pralada again. You know, I said, I think I will take you on the proposal to visit the Brihu. Really, said Srila Pralada. Yes, I said. I would be interested to see what opportunities for devotional service lie ahead for us in this coming year. 2 days later, Sri Pralada, Bimal Prasad Das, Dhruva Das, and I arrived in Udaipur. After settling in, we took a 1 hour taxi ride through the rolling hills to the village of Nadwar, where we visited the temple of Sri Nathji. It was less crowded than when I was there 5 years ago, and we enjoyed a wonderful darshan. That afternoon, we hired a taxi and drove further into the desert. After 4 hours, we reached an old, dusty village in what seemed like the middle of nowhere. How in the world are we going to find the Brihu in this place? I asked. There are no street signs, what to speak of house numbers. We can see the image. Pilgrims waiting to enter the Srinathji temple compound. The local people will know him, Sri Pralada replied. He opened the window and asked in Hindi for directions from a passing rickshaw driver. The Bihu's house is 2 streets down on the corner, said Sri Pralada as he closed the window. As we drove on, I saw an old man in a dhoti standing on a porch looking in our direction. That must be the place, Sri Pralada said. How can you be sure? How can you be sure? I asked. Because the Brihu is waiting for us, he said. Waiting for us? I asked. Yes, he said. It's in our charts that we will be arriving this morning. A shiver went through my body. We stopped in front of the house and go out. The old man came forward to greet us. You are right on time, he said with a smile. I looked at Sri Parada. Right on time, I said. Sri Pralada winked. The old man invited us into his small house and brought us into a room lit by a small kerosene lamp. I saw old pictures of saints and sages on the wall. I asked Sri Pralada about the most prominent one, a white bearded sadhu sitting with a large book in his lap. Brihumuni, Sri Pralada whispered. Please write down your place of birth, the date, and the time, the old man said to me. Then he reached into a old wooden box and pulled out some papers. He placed one in front of me. Close your eyes, he said, and put your index finger on one of the diagrams on the street. I hesitated for a moment, then closed my eyes and put my finger squarely on the paper. When I opened my eyes, I saw I had touched the center of one of approximately 20 circles. In the middle of each circle were various designs and what seemed like numbers. The old man quickly took the paper and checked the clock on the wall. Then he took a small blackboard and chalk and started writing down various calculations. He reached behind himself and brought forward a cloth, untied it, searched among another pile of papers, and carefully selected one. Then he sat up straight and started reading from the whole paper. You were born in America, he said loudly. Well, that's obvious, I thought. I just wrote it down. Your father died when you were 17 and your mother when you were 47, he continued. I looked at him in surprise. You left your country of birth when you were a young man and have been traveling the world ever since in the mission of your guru. You have many places to live, but you don't stay anywhere. You are always traveling. You were married and had one son, but you left your family to become a sannyasi. He broke out in a big grin. You are much happier as a sannyasi than you were as a married man. His expression became serious again. Your brother has had a very difficult life. He is presently living with a woman, but he is not married to her. He will not benefit you, but you will benefit him greatly. I dumbfounded, staring at him. You chant the name of Krishna daily, he said, and you worship your own set of deities as well. You have written at least 5 books to date, and you will write many more. I didn't hear the last part of the sentence clearly. Many more, I asked. Yes, he said. And whatever you write will be published twice. Published twice, I asked. I looked at Sri Pralada. He thought for a moment, then smiled. The internet, he said. You send your diary chapters out on the internet, and at the end of the year, they are published in the book form. This is amazing, I said. Your health is generally good because you eat simple foods, the Brihu said, but you eat too many sweets. He looked up. You should stop eating sweets, he said firmly. He is not here to flatter you, said Sri Pralad. He is just reading what Brihu Muni wrote. You must be careful while riding in cars, the Brihu said. Once you were hit by a car and nearly killed. Is that true or not? Yes, I said slowly. It's true. In South Africa in 1992, I was hit by a car and spent many months in bed recovering. He returned to the reading. Your most valuable possessions were stolen last year, he continued. I turned to Sri Pralada. I think he's got it wrong on that one, I said. Sri Pralada seemed tired of my obstinacy. Remember how all your DT paraphernalia was stolen by the skinheads in Poland in June 2004? Yes, he said. Wow, I said, that's right. I was convinced, and I turned submissively to hear more. The old man looked up, stared at me, and then looked down again at the paper. 1000 years ago, he said, you were a king in Karnataka. You were very wealthy and distributed much of your wealth to hospitals, schools, and temples. At the end of the life, you retired to the forest. In your In your previous birth, you had two wives. At the end of that life, you prayed, if I take birth again, I don't want to be a grihastha. I want to be a sannyasi and devote all my life to God. So in this birth, you took sannyasa at the age of 29, correct? Yes, sir, I replied, correct. In this result of your previous actions, it is the result of your previous actions and desires, he said. In this birth, you will get immense blessings from your spiritual master because your chosen path is bhakti. You won't take birth again. You will be liberated at the end of this life. You will live into old age and you will die a natural death. You won't die from a prolonged illness. I turned to Shri Pralada. Well, if this all comes true, I said, I will do my best. to use such fortune in the service of the Lord. All your friends will be good people, the Brihu continued. Parts of my good fortune, I said to Shriparada with a smile. From this point on, your affluence will increase day by day, the Brihu said. Later in life, you will construct a large temple for Radha and Krishna. The worship will be gorgeous. If the government tries to impede your efforts, you will be victorious over them. At the same place, you will construct a goshala for cows. There will be a gurukula and perhaps an orphanage as well. He smiled. Many children will come to you, he said. How will I approach all that? I blurted out. He looked closely at the paper. Your disciples will help you, he said. They will raise the funds. They will have some kind of import export business. I must have looked a little surprised. Brihu has written, he said strongly. Later you will also work in the field of medicine, Ayurveda, etc. He said. You will make medicines and give them to people, and they will become healthy. In your old age, you will become famous for that. I looked at Shri Pralada with raised eyebrows. He looked at the paper again and started nodding his head. It is said here that you will develop your service in 4 countries, he said. What is your present service? I have a big festival program in Poland, I said. You will take it to 3 other countries, he concluded. How in the world will that happen? I whispered to Shriparada. It's written in the stars, Shriparada said, and one day you will see how it all comes to pass. We are now coming to the end of the reading. The old man said, it says here that you will spend time in Vrindavan, Mathura. Do you know that place? Yes, of course, I replied. After your 66th year, you will settle there and chant the holy names, nothing else. You won't care if you eat or not. From time to time, you will visit other places for service, but you will always come back. Do you have any questions? I was stunned by his accuracy, and I had to think for a moment. How long will my companion, Sri Prarada, and I be together? I asked. He looked at the paper. Until you die, he said. Sometimes he will go away to do some other service. It is written in the chart that you 4 people would come together on Chaturdasi, Monday, and that your reading would begin at 2 p.m. and end at 3. I motioned to Sri Parada to look at the paper. He leaned over and carefully studied the Sanskrit. From what I can make out, that's what it says, says Sri Pralad. Who's next? said the Brihu. Sri Pralad, I said and moved out of the way. 4 hours later, after we all had our readings, we left and got back into our taxi. He said my present service would expand to 3 other countries. I said to Sri Pralad. Yes, said Sri Pralad. He did say that. It's hard to imagine, I said. As I closed the door of the taxi, it's a summer event. There is not time to do 2 countries in July and August. What to speak of 4? I didn't tell you I didn't tell anyone in Vrindavan about our meeting with the Brihu. It was too incredible. I busied myself with last minute shopping for our festival program in Poland. But on the last day in the market, a disciple turned to me, Guru Maharaj, he said, why do you keep ordering extra items on your list? What will you do with all of it? Well, we may need it, I said. You never know. Maybe one day we will do our festival program in some other country besides Poland. The disciple raised his eyebrow. You think so, Guru Maharaj? Yeah, he said. The next day, I flew to Warsaw and had 2 days of meetings with Nandini Dasi and Jayatam Das about our summer festival tour in Poland for 2006. Then I caught a flight to Buenos Aires. My godbrother, Lo- Lokavarnottama Prabhu had invited me to attend their fifth annual Ratha Yatra festival. It was my first visit to Argentina. When I arrived, Gunagrahi Maharaja picked me up. On the way to the temple, he filled me in on the history of the Yatra. He was excited as they were just about to sign for a beautiful new temple in the city. You will like it down here, Maharaja said. The people are pious and soft hearted, and the devotees love Kirtan. I didn't have I didn't have to wait long to appreciate Maharaja's word. When we arrived at the temple, a blissful Kirtan party greeted me and I escorted me into the temple room, chanting and dancing all the way. The Kirtan continued in the temple room. It's a fact, I thought. They do love Kirtan. Afterwards, in my room, I asked one of the older devotees to tell me more about the Argentine Yatra. As he spoke, I was amazed how much opportunity there was for spreading Krishna consciousness. It seems so different from Poland, where the country is hostile toward our movement and where the Roman Catholic Church gives us endless problems. We maintain a farm just outside the city, he said, and we have a Food for Life program, a restaurant called Krishna, a weekly arena in the center of Buenos Aires, and numerous Namahata centers. Now we are planning a yoga center and seminar programs in our new temple. Seems like the only thing you will missing is a traveling festival program, I said. I had meant it as a joke, but as soon as the words were out of my mouth, I realized what I had said. They devoted, the devotee grabbed the opportunity. Yes, he said. That's exactly what we need, Maharaja. Why don't you come here and do it? Argentina is the perfect place for the festivals, and you are the right person to do it. I shook my head to say no. The summer is the is only so long. I started to say, Maharaja, he said, you must be tired from jet lag. Well, when it's summer in Poland, it's winter here. And when it's winter in Poland, it's summer here. That's true, I said. I thought about it for a moment and envisioning myself having to double my fundraising, start a program from scratch, and struggle to maintain it. But it will take years to build up, I said. No, it won't, the devotee said. There is an Argentine devotee, Eknath Gauradas, who visited your festival program in Poland 2 years ago. He is now doing a similar program, but much smaller in Peru and Bolivia. I'm sure he will agree to work with you to organize a big summer festival program here in Argentina. He handed me a piece of paper. Here is his email address, he said. I was intrigued by the idea. I reached for my computer and immediately sent Eknath Gaura an email. 30 minutes later, he replied, Maharaja, he wrote, whatever experience or inspiration I have is due to you and my Guru Maharaj. Although I have studied organizing events in university, all my practical experience is from watching you. What can I say? I'm delighted with your proposal. This coming summer, I am committed to doing my festival in Ecuador. So let's do Argentina in January 2007. After consulting with Gunagrahi Maharaj, I answered the email. It's a deal, I wrote. Please come here next week and we will discuss everything in detail. After sending the email, I sat back in my chair. Everything was moving so quickly. I had just arrived in Argentina and I had committed myself to doing a major festival program. My head was spinning from the jet lag and I was exhausted. I excused myself and lay down to rest. As I drifted off to sleep, I smiled, remembering Sri Prahlad's words. It's written in the stars, and one day you will see how it all comes to pass. In the morning, I came across a conversation from the Veda base. Graham Ill. By looking at ourselves, can we understand the sort of person we were before? Prabhupada, yes, there is the Brihu Samhita, astrological calculation. You can know your past life, present life, and future life. That is the system, Brihu Samhita. Srila Prabhupada's room conversation with Graham Bell, August 26, 1973, London. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
It's
1
Prabhuji.
minute. Sorry, Mataji. My laptop got restarted in between. Thank you, as you
Okay,
read from your mobile. Yeah.
perfect.
So, I would request devotees to share their realizations. So, recently we have seen we read this chapter before also. And uh, uh, many senior devotees already know this. Um, they already read this study chapter. So I would request devotees to share their realizations and mm, yeah, and uh, open their heart, what they liked and um, how they can relate. Yes, Mataji. Mr. Mataji.
Hi, Krishna Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you, Shivani Mataji, for reading it so wonderfully. One thing that I really liked was when they were reading and they were discussing the chart, the line came that you have many places to live, but you will not stay at one place and you will keep on moving ahead, as in to serve the mission of your spiritual master. Um, that is what I think from the Acharan itself, Srila Gurudev has been teaching that he has all the resources. He has everything, yet to serve his spiritual master, he has been going out and beyond. And while realizing or relating with this line, I just recalled Srila Gurudev's offering for Srila Prabhupada's this Kartik Yatra. So, yeah, that's all. Hey, Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Any other devotee would like to share?
Hare Krishna, I just wanted uh, okay, just share one point. Yeah, one thing came that Gurudev's books are going to get expanded. That was point that was mentioned, and we are seeing now that after the regular diary series, now Gurudev has now so many books that are coming up in line, and now book two especially started in India, and that way where preaching is beginning. He's like his affluence is increasing more and more in India, especially now we can see as it was predicted. And I hope, as it is mentioned that he mentioned that your disciples will help you. In that sense, it's like our responsibility to sometimes I feel like I'm especially after reading this, whatever it was like vision of seeing like a Gorzani kind of project where he mentioned that, okay, you have a farm community and like they have like a Gurukul and other things that are going up, a temple and all. So if that comes up in future, we have to be ready to assist in all aspects and sacrificing everything for the sake of fulfilling the desire, the dream of Gurudev and all. Anywhere that is going to come. So yeah, that's thing. Whatever as per our capacity, what we can assist in our different ways. But I think that would surely come. That is the Gurudev desire that thing something. So let's see.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Yes, definitely. Yeah, devotees. There was one point about import export business. the, the devotees are helping Srila Gurudev nicely. Yes, Vikas Prabhu, go ahead.
Just one point, Prabhu, that I mean, even if we see in a spiritual way that whatever a pure devotee desires, somehow or other, Krishna will fulfill it. Krishna is kind of liable because he is a pure devotee. I mean, if is a pure devotee desires something. So if we see in a spiritual way or in a just we read in a Sastric astrological way that that astrologer already predicted that the things are going to come. So my just point is that because Gurudev wants to do that, it will happen. It is up to us that if we take part in those things, it will be our glory and it will make us to perfect our life. That is kind of action I'm telling Prabhu, not as a point that if we take part in that, it will be our glory to be part of that. Even if we don't, the things will manifest somehow or other. Krishna will make it happen. Thank you, Prabhu.
She said Prabhu, yes, for sure. That um, it is going to happen whether we want to be part of it or not. It's going to happen. Thank you very much. Yes, Panjana Prabhu.
Sorry, Proji. Tadya se Prabhu. Please go ahead, Proji.
Prabhu, I
Yeah.
joined a little late, but the points I catched is Srila Gurudev mentioned that the Catholic Church in Poland was giving endless problems, and the devotees in Argentina were asking him to come to Argentina and do his festivals. I don't know which year he wrote this book, but is the situation same now in Poland, or is it a little better than before in conducting festivals and preaching in Poland? I just want to understand that. And also, does Srila Gurudev started going to Argentina to do the festivals? Also, that is my another question. I don't have any points, just questions this time.
I don't know. Govind Chan Prabhu is there. I think he can answer this fine. I think he left. So,
I
Brajapati
think
Prabhu, are you there?
one point regarding Poland, which I am aware of, that is thing that Poland, generally overall area, we don't have issue. We have good support everywhere. The majorly issue that we are getting is in the Woodstock festival now. After what I heard of after the COVID, that they changed the place of the venue, and I think the venue was I heard of is of owned by some church, and they in the agreement they mentioned for 5 years not to allow Hare Krishnas to participate, something like that. So I think devotees, Gurudev asked few devotees like last year also, few devotees went there to during Woodstock to just see how it's going on, what is the thing. And I think some Prabhupada disciple last year, someone was there, not under banner of ISKCON, but some Prabhupada disciple were there. Something he was doing some kind of yoga, some small tent he had to do some preaching activity there. But yeah, we're not officially as of now currently participating in Woodstock, but our regular festival is going on without any hassle, and like it's very wonderfully we are getting like reciprocation, and I think there are no problem that I heard of anything in organizing and or in any opposition in that terms. But yeah, churches are there in some places. Like in one of the festival, I saw they didn't get any trouble, but like the fathers and all, they were at one city. They were just wandering nearby, and maybe those people were coming tourists. They were like speaking to them. I don't sure they were demotivating to to join the festival. Or I'm not sure, but I saw at one place. But generally, as such, there is no any problem that I heard of other than this Woodstock that we are not participating from last 3 4 years after COVID. Yeah,
Thank you very much,
but it can
Prabhupada.
manifest in future. Yeah.
Yes, Panjana Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. I actually like the point very much that when it was stated in the prediction that when Gurudev asked how will I do all of these things, and then the astrologer Brigu, he said your disciples will help. So actually for me this chapter was very instructive, in the sense that sometimes I personally become very lazy, and I'm like I want a break, and I just want to relax, and I waste so much time on social media. But actually, Gurudev has so many missions to accomplish, and as a disciple, uh, at the time of initiation, we actually promise our spiritual master that hereby my body, my mind, my senses, everything belongs to you, because he's taking the responsibility to take us back home, back to Godhead. And Gurudev, many times in his lectures, he says that there will be one day where I will introduce you to Prabhupada, and then Prabhupada will take your hand and place it in the hand of Krishna. So it is actually a very big thing. We don't think of it every day, but it is a very big thing that this is going to happen. And for that, we really need to shed our blood and sweat to go back home, back to Godhead. There is the price of faith, I was reading, which we have to pay every single time in exchange to buy Krishna Prem, or to get this Krishna Prem Guru Nishtha. So it was a very nice reminder for me that as a disciple, what I have to do, and what I have to encourage others to do, is to contribute in the mission of Shila Gurudev. And then when I have done enough service, one day there will come, as Gurudev always says, that when we will be in Golok Vrindavan, every word will be a song, every step will be a dance, and there will be a festival every single day. So yeah, that is what I wanted to share. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much for sharing. Yes, Mataji, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. By reading this, like by seeing the astrological chart of Maharaj, it was like Maharaj usually says in his lecture, by following the glorious master, you become glorious. So seeing all the even I liked about the thing that your disciples will help you. That sentence also, because seeing that, I can see there are so many service that we can do for our Guru Maharaj, and yeah, that is what I felt. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Okay, so anybody has any questions, doubts, you can ask, and we shall be closing the session.
Um, we have, I think Goenchar Prabhu had joined a few minutes back. Let me see.
We are just waiting because there is going to be a very special announcement, as Vijay Narasimha Prabhu mentioned in the troopers group. So I request devotees to stay.
Yeah, just think. I think Prabhu joined for that announcement, and then he left. He left in between. Then, like, I think he saw everyone is discussing, and then he left. Just calling. Okay, so we can. Krishna Prabhu.
Haribol, did somebody say something? We can't hear.
Oh, nothing, Prabhu. We're just waiting for you. We are waiting for you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Rasika had another meeting. We had only one Zoom, so I had to exit to share her meeting link for Sadhu Sangha. So this is regarding Gurudev's call next week, right? Vijay Singha?
Yeah, correct, Prabhu. Actually, I mean, we haven't announced, so
Okay.
you made up a flash announcement already. So,
Okay. So yes, as we were rightly reading the diary chapter today of Gurudev's expanding festivals. So the Rishikesh festival is coming up in February. This time is longer, from February 13th to March 20. Every year Gurudev tries to increase it by a week. Um, so he's yeah, even if it actually he start with 2 months, and then like we have to negotiate with him to keep it at 5-6 weeks like that. Um, so he's very much interested in increasing and expanding that program. So that's why it's longer this year. Like one more week, I think got added. 1.5 weeks, I think got added this year. And I don't know how many of you were there. Maybe you can just show of hands. How many of you were there for Gurudev's Troopers Call last year, where he came and participated and we did a fundraising drive? One, two, three, four, five, 10. Only 10 out of 40? Really? Wow. So that means we have a lot of new devotees. Okay. So
lot of scope is there.
yeah, there's a lot of new devotees. That's increasing every year. That's wonderful. So many of the devotees have been asking, how do I uh, take part in Gurudev's service? Because we don't, many of us are working. We have a 9 to 5 job and we can take off only 2-3 weeks in a year, and we go for Kartik Parikrama, Vyasa Puja, and that's about it. So now this Rishikesh festival is a wonderful opportunity for devotees throughout the country to serve Gurudev by helping with actually a lot of things, but mainly at this point with the fundraising. So Gurudev is going to have a call with all of us next week. I think the timing, Vijay Singha Prabhu will tell. It'll be a little early so that it's not too late for Gurudev to rest. And Gurudev has kindly agreed to join us for the call. So last year we had a call, and so the fundraising will be pretty much like each devotee will pledge an amount and work towards raising that amount. Either part of the amount can be their own contribution, and the remaining part can be what they can raise from others. So this particular year, we got a lot of ideas from somebody that Rasika and I are talking to in terms of approaching corporate sponsorships. So which means like we can talk to people that are working in companies which have a CSR budget, and ask them to direct them to this Rishikesh festival. So we have a Sacred Seva Foundation, which is an NGO through which we are organizing this. So all that wonderful thing, Gurudev will we'll discuss more in detail next week. But we have a lot of support for you to do this service. The main thing is to reach out to people, and particularly we don't want to reach out to the same devotees that are contributing to the local temples, right? We don't want any kind of conflict, any kind of feeling from the local temples that we are directing their funds, because it's Kali Yuga. Um, After the four things, the fifth one that Kali lives is in gold or money. So anytime there is money, there is quarrel, there is hypocrisy, there is misunderstanding. There's always something that goes wrong whenever money is involved. So we want to do it in a responsible manner, because as you know, all of Gurudev's projects are not temple based. They're all public festivals, which means unlike the regular temples where if you just build a temple, generally in India, the temple pays for itself because the people are still pious, and you don't have to worry about funds once you build a temple, because the people donate generously, and that's usually enough to keep up the operations. And many of the temples are doing well, which is great as a model for temple. But for the festival kind of preaching model, it doesn't work, because we're all in different places, and how do people relate with this program when they are um, not attending, or when they don't see a tangible like a structure, like a temple which they can recognize, which they can deal with. But this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's formula. It's Harinam Sankirtan, and this is the Yuga Dharma Sankirtan Yagya. So we need to have the conviction that we need to help Gurudev do this, and then Krishna will give us the intelligence how to fulfill that without creating any conflict with our local temples. So that's our seva. So again, Prabhupada said, tax your brains. That's how you can spread this movement. So it may not be a straightforward path, but all of us have contacts in so many ways. We have our own, friends who will be doctors, lawyers, chartered accountants, engineers, financial people. So we can reach out to them, collect a little bit from each who are sympathetic to this program. So we have flyers, and we can distribute all that and help you all that. So that fundraising will happen next week. It'll be a lot of fun. Gurudev will be there, and he will get to know many of you. So usually Rasika does some kind of introduction when you pledge or sponsor. So it's a chance for you to be recognized for your service directly by Gurudev, even though it's not necessary, but sometimes it feels good to know that Gurudev knows that we exist. So it's a good, and also having some commitment, and then working towards it, have a goal and work towards it, have some kind of a pressure to deliver. All these are growth for us in Krishna consciousness. So that's why we told Gurudev last year half the funds were generated by the devotees in India. So which is glorious, and Gurudev was very impressed with that. And last year we had another sponsor from US, so we were able to do that. This time, Gurudev has other plans for that sponsor, so the full amount has to be raised from India. So that's the challenge. Like as Srila Prabhupada said, double it every year. So we have to double our efforts next year. And again, Gurudev is coming in the book tour to many of the major cities. So we can also think about how to take advantage of his presence during that time and help you with this service. So again, it's the floor is open. All ideas are welcome. You can share your ideas and troopers. We are here to support each other and come up with ideas by which we can all serve together. That's where the fun is. That's what the Sankirtan is. It's all of us coming together. The Samkirtan part, the some part is like total. Total means like everybody included. Combined glorification of Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So please join next week and let others know as well. And it'll be really fun and exciting. And thank you again for considering this request. Vijay Nrsimha Prabhu, did you announce about the other two, or should I?
Yeah, please go ahead, Prabhu. We did not make any announcement actually.
Okay. So this for the Sunday, December 7th? No, yeah, December 7th, right?
And Gurudev will be joining on 7th, the
Yes,
other
7th. Yes. So
Sunday.
and then we have two more exciting announcements. So one is for all the people that filled the aspiring disciples registration form. Is there any of you here who filled out the aspiring disciples registration form? Okay. Radha Sham Sundar. That looks like initiated name already. Okay. Manikanta, Saurabh, Nishika, Nishta, Vikas, Harish. Wow. Advait. Wonderful. So, yes. So, for the aspiring disciples, we have a course. Actually, it's a mentorship program to help you get initiated and guide you through the process. So that call is there at 1 p.m. on Saturday. So hope did we send out the invite already?
We will be doing it tonight.
Panchachan is saying we sent out.
We did?
We had sent the announcements in the troopers group, right, Prabhu?
No, email,
That's
email.
invite,
The
calendar
email.
invite.
The calendar invite. No, not yet, Prabhu.
Yes, let's send it out tonight so that it's there, and then even announce the time on the troopers so that people can plan their schedule. So that is for the 1 o'clock on Saturday. So you'll be basically there's an induction program. It will happen 4 times a year. So again, this has been something, Vijay Nashinga, Panchajanya, Haridas Varyan, few others have been working on, Chaitanya Bhav and few others have been working on throughout the last 2 years almost, like, Giridhar Govinda and others been helping form this program of mentors. It's not easy because everybody has so many services and this gets added on top of whatever else they are doing. Nothing goes off their plate. It just only gets added. So they have been doing this, and it's at a point where we can offer this as a service to the devotees so that they can have a plan for getting initiated and a path towards that. In that process, not just formally getting initiated, but also get to know the IDS family more, engage in services, basically feel part of a protected community, not just that, okay, I got initiated, what next? I don't know what to do. So we, like few years back, a lot of us were there in that state in this group, but now slowly we are coming together, and because of that, we are able to offer more and more service to the new devotees. So that's at 1 p.m. on Saturday, December 6th. And then there are also devotees who are already initiated, but who don't have a mentors. Many of them have been asking for mentors. Either they have been asking or um, they have been acting in a way that they show that they need mentors. So, so we are taking care of both needs so that like again they are like also taken care of. So again, the whole point is to serve the devotees in this group more and more, and that way we grow and you grow and everybody grows. So it's all about path of growth, whatever form it takes. So that call will be happening on December 6th. What time, Vijay Nrsimha Prabhu? Is it at 6 p.m.? Vijay Nrsimha?
4 p.m.
4
It's at
p.m.
4 p.m.
4 p.m. And has that announcement been sent or made
No,
yet?
no,
May not
no,
be.
not yet.
Okay,
Not
so
yet.
we'll send it out tonight, right? So we wanted to first announce in this call and then follow up with the troopers announcement. So that is there for all initiated devotees who are looking for a mentor like that. So that is another huge step. We have been again working on it for several months now, and we're able to offer this. At least there is some structure. Of course, anything initially will have some kinks we need to iron out, but at least something is better than nothing. So we're starting off with that program as well. So yes, all this are happening, and tomorrow is Gita Jayanti. Any plans for Gita Jayanti? Anybody?
morning full Gita recitation.
Where?
I mean, in temple only, local.
Local temple? Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Anything else for others? What do others do that don't have it?
Hare Krishna.
Yes?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, we are distributing Gita in society.
Oh,
Means
yeah.
door to door.
Jai. Amazing. Amazing.
Hare Krishna, Roji.
Yes.
Roji, from our temple, we have conducted one Gita competition, and
You have to say which temple when you say our,
Juhu.
because we're traveling all over the country.
This is from Juhu. So we have conducted a small Gita competition for all the.
When did Juhu become our?
It's my home
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I
country.
thought you were talking about Hyderabad.
I
Suddenly,
know.
I didn't know when you jumped to Mumbai.
My home
Okay.
temple,
Okay.
Juhu.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have conducted a competition for all the kids, and we are giving them Bhagavad Gitas for free. Like we have got one sponsor who is giving around like 2000 Bhagavad Gitas for free.
Okay.
Yeah, and then a small session will be there for kids. Especially it's a preaching program for kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And actually, remember, I don't know how many of you are there, but we had a Gita quiz last time. So we had it in January after the marathon is over and everybody's back to their normal schedule. We have it. That's a meditation for uh, our new year to at least read one chapter of Bhagavad Gita together and have a quiz. So if you raise your hands, I can organize that in first or second week of June. Yeah, I forgot which chapter was it last time. Maybe somebody can remind me.
Was it
Yeah.
fifth
Which
chapter or something?
No, I thought it was much later, somewhere in 10th or something, no?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I can look up, but did anybody participate in the quiz that remembers? Anyway, we take one chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, and the goal is to read that through the entire month, read every single word and every single line, because the questions are in increasing order of difficulty. So first thing is just remembering, was it 8th chapter? Okay. So this time then we'll do the 9th chapter then, right? So that's one of the most important chapters that Srila Gurudev often refers to from his pastime with Admiral. That Srila Prabhupada told him to read only one chapter, which is in the 9th chapter. So we'll do the 9th chapter then. So you have to read the entire chapter through this month, every purport, and not just yeah, Adibhuta Adidaiva chapter was 8. Yes, that's right. Thank you, Viren. So yeah, so it'll be the Raja Guhya, Raja Vidyam chapter. So we can read thoroughly. Again, the quiz is structured so that there is a something you have to remember and something you have to just understand, and something you have to think why Prabhupada is saying something in the purport, like that. It goes to increasing level. So it's a meditation while you're distributing the Bhagavad Gita. You can also read one chapter of this every day and then be ready for the quiz. It'll be based on different zones. We can form teams, and um, last time Delhi won. This time somebody can beat Delhi. That'll be considered a glorious achievement. Kopi Mandala is hearing, but hopefully others can beat. Okay, so that's the thing for the Gita Jayanti. So most likely I'll be joining the ISKCON Silicon Valley online recitation that usually happens on same day. So, but most likely will be on Tuesday. I'll also send you a link if any of you are interested. That's led by Vaisheshika Prabhu. It's like really well organized, nice reading like that. The whole Gita. So that's all I had. Thank you so much. So inspiring to see so many of you staying up so late and giving your time for this katha. Thank you all. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Anything else you want to add, Vijay Nrsimha Prabhu?
Nothing specific, Prabhu. I think you covered it all. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We'll wrap up here. Vansha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyascha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavabhyo अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। श्रील गुरुदेव की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदी हरि 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 बोल।
Hare Hare Bol.